I just wanted to talk about the movie Leprechaun Origins. Yeah, WWE bought the rights to the Leprechaun franchise. Um, and I was actually kind of like, because they were like, they bought the rights to the Leprechaun franchise and fucking cast Hornswoggle. And I'm like, really? Hornswoggle? So from the start, you know what I mean? I already knew this was going to be a fucking complete train wreck. But I was kind of hoping to see actually, Hornswoggle, playing him. I was interested, kind of, seeing what he would bring to it, because I like Warwick Davis, in on the old films. I don't really like the sequels, but I still do enjoy, the original. Um, so they make Leprechaun Origins. The trailer came out, and the trailer looked awful, but since I am a fan of the character and I do like the old movie, I figured I'd give it a chance. It's out on video on demand. I saw it on there. So I figured, hey, what the hell? And I wish I never fucking saw this movie. This is by far the worst movie I've seen in a long ass time. Okay, first of all, why the hell would you get the rights to freaking Leprechaun if you're gonna take away everything that makes him Leprechaun? Everything that made Leprechaun cool is completely out the window. He's nothing like Leprechaun in the old movie or the old films. Like, I understand that they want to make a reboot and change it and make their own version, but why buy the rights to a franchise that has a built-in fan base, which isn't that many anyway, and then change it to where it's just a generic piece of shit, horror film? That's basically what this is. By the number, basic, bullshit, generic shit. That's all it is. It's just a generic fucking horror movie with the Leprechaun name on it. That's all it is. They put the Leprechaun name on it, and it's just, people go to a cabin, they get stuck. First, they go to this place, they go to a pub, then the guy, that seems like he's trustworthy actually isn't trustworthy, and he's actually working for the Leprechaun and, sacrificing these people so the Leprechaun won't attack their little town in, fucking, Ireland. But it's just, this is just fucking terrible. Holy shit. This is a Leprechaun piece of shit. Why get fucking Hornswoggle if he's not even gonna be anything? Like, why cast Hornswoggle in the movie and then he's just, you can't even see that it's Hornswoggle, or he's not even visible, and he's got this stupid fucking growl that's mad annoying. It sounded like a dog. It was just irritating. And I don't like, Leprechaun in the Hood. I don't like Leprechaun in Space. I don't like Leprechaun Back to the Hood. But this is by far the worst of all the movies. And it's not because, because it's just a fucking horrible movie in itself. Okay? It's a Leprechaun piece of shit. Stay the hell away from it. I would say stay away from it. You know what I mean? Like, the look of Leprechaun in this movie. What the fuck was that? Like, what is that? That's not Leprechaun. That is not Leprechaun, okay? Maybe that's what a real Leprechaun would look like, but he just looked fucking ridiculously freaking terrible. Like, that looked nothing like a goddamn. That looked nothing. Why call this movie Leprechaun Origins and not even tell people that it's a reboot? And then probably most people that watch it are gonna go and watch it and think, oh, maybe this is a prequel to the old movies, and then we're gonna get some kind of thing. And then he doesn't even act like anything he does in the old movies. There's no like, charm to him. There's no like charm, Lucky Charms. There's no like, there's no he's just a freaking generic monster. And why get Hornswoggle and make it a big deal that you cast Hornswoggle, the guy from WWE, and then He's not even, you can't even tell it's Hornswoggle. And when every single fucking time you show him, it's blurry or it's far away. It's like the movie knew that we have crappy ass, shitty ass effects, so we have to fucking, blurry the lens or flare the lens or fucking cut like every fucking second of the frame when he's in the scene. It's annoying and it's friggin' distracting. And when we do see him, he looks like shit. And they know he looks like shit in the movie, you know? It's just like, holy shit. The acting was by far the worst acting I've fucking probably ever seen. And I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't expect acting that's good in a movie called Leprechaun. But at least I'm expecting good actors here. Decent. At least decent. And they're not. And the thing looked like a freaking generic wannabe fucking, version of the thing from, Descent. Those things from Descent? That's what it looked like. It just looked freaking terrible, and the script is so cliche. It's like, oh, we go to this cabin and we get locked in, and the people that we thought were cool, fucking actually, are here to kill us, and it's stupid. It's just dumb. It's fine if you enjoyed it. It's fine if you liked it, but it's just a generic fucking shitty movie. It's just generic. It's like they got the title Leprechaun to just make their own Leprechaun movie. Why buy Leprechaun if you're just gonna make a generic horror movie? Why buy Leprechaun if you're not even gonna make it feel anything like the franchise? Because it's not like this is getting a wide release. If you buy the fucking rights to Leprechaun, you should at least have some of the elements that made people like the franchise. There are people that like all the films. I know people that love all the Leprechaun movies. And it's like, if they watch this, it's like everything that they like about Leprechaun is totally gone. I mean, he wants gold, but it's like that doesn't really even play much into it. It's not like that's the main thing. He also wants gold, but he wants to feed. It's like, which one is it? It's just like, he's just a generic monster that they happen to call Leprechaun. I don't know what a real Leprechaun would look like in real life, but if that's what it looks like, fine, I don't fucking care. It just looked terrible. This movie sucked. And then at the end, spoilers, don't listen to the rest, but why call this Leprechaun Origins if you're just gonna kill him off at the end of the movie? I don't get it. I really don't. I didn't fucking get it. But this is just a shitty movie. Really didn't like it. I don't know if I would recommend this to somebody that likes the old films, but half those movies are shitty, so give it a chance for yourself. Um, but yeah, that's really all I have to say, guys, on this film. It was just generic, boring, just same old shit you've seen 100 times, just with the Leprechaun name attached. Like, why buy the rights to Leprechaun and not even, like, this is a straight to DVD release, okay? So, why buy the rights to Leprechaun just to make it nothing like the franchise where nobody's gonna fucking see this anyway? There's not that many people that want to see a Leprechaun movie. So they're like, "Oh, that looks fresh and new." No one cares. You should have freaking totally made people want to see this because it felt like the old franchise. You could have just made a better movie, you know? Or, I mean, you do still have the rights to the franchise, so I'm sure you're going to make a sequel to this shit, and I'm not going to watch it. I'm not, because it's just, this was bad. And it's probably just going to be another generic shit movie. And it's possible you could like it yourself, but I don't know. It's just the acting sucked, the characters were lame, same shit you've seen in Cabin in the Woods or, Evil Dead, just any horror movie you can think of from the 80s or from recent times or anything. It's just the same shit you've seen 100 times. And it's just way worse. I think it's worse than the one in space, the one in the hood, one back to the hood. I just hated it. That's really all I have to say. Thanks for listening, subscribe, and peace.